Morning everybody, I hope you're well. I'm back to try and put into words what happened when I was away. So here goes. I'll try and keep it short. I'll try and keep my videos short because I know people have busy lives and they don't have a lot of time to sit down watching a video that goes on and on and on. So I'll try and keep it brief and do a kind of long story short type thing. But before I left, I want to start to before I left. I was at such a strange place with the Lord. I just, I'd been in the wheelchair for going on 18 months. There were days when my legs were so painful I could hardly just even a gentle tap on them. It was so painful. And over a year ago, I think it was, I felt that God had already said to me it was a marathon and not a sprint, and to get my boots ready. So I had been asking myself about that. Well, what do people do for marathons? They train. They don't just go out and do a marathon. They have to train for the marathon, and it's hard work. So I was like, okay, I'll see this time as training ground. I will be walking again because he said, get your boots ready. He knows how much I love boots. And that was fine. That was fine. But after a while, I was just, Lord, please, I want my legs back. I want to be walking again. I used to love going for walks. I used to take one of my boys for walks. I was always walking. If I could walk there, I'd walk there rather than get the bus. And I missed that so much. It had a huge impact on the entire family. It's a big thing seeing Mum end up in a wheelchair. So it affected everybody. It didn't just affect me. It affected the whole family. And it was starting to get really tough. I tried where I could to use my walker or my sticks, but then days that were so painful after that. So it was tough. It was really tough. So going away without any of my wonderful family and their support network was huge for me. It was huge. I was way out my comfort zone, and trying not to think too much or I'd paralyse myself and not do anything. So off I went. The couple, Jerry and Emma, were amazing, took incredibly good care of me, way beyond what I expected. So great thanks to them. Now, when the thing was finished, the conference was finished and people were milling around the bar area and the restaurant area, there was a lady that came over called Rachel, and I wanted to sit and chat with her, so I asked Emma to wheel me over to her table in the restaurant, and I just sat chatting with her while Emma was chatting to this man. And I wasn't really paying attention to what they were saying because I was chatting to Rachel. Anyway, I heard Emma say, oh, you best swap seats with me. I was going to tell you more. So then the man sat next to me and was asking me questions about why I was in a wheelchair, what was the condition I had. Just chatting. And then he said, did I want to be healed? I said, yes, of course I wanted to be healed because I've been healed before of flat feet when I was 25. At a John Miller meeting, who the Lord used to heal my feet. So I know God can do it. So yeah, I want healed. I just don't understand why he's not. We chatted a wee bit more, and he shared with me that God said to him, I want to heal her. And he had said to God, well, I'm not just laying hands on her at somebody else's meeting. You'll have to bring her to me. And he was going to be leaving on that Saturday that he had seen me, and he was shared that he was disappointed he hadn't got a chance to pray with me. But a couple asked him to stay until the Sunday, the last day, which they did. And I have to tell you, that morning, on Sunday morning, I woke up, my head was banging. I nearly pulled out and said I wasn't going because I was done by the kind of Saturday lunchtime. My legs were finished, and I was exhausted. But I went, and here we were at the end of it all, sat chatting to this man. He then said, well, my next question is, can I pray for you? Which is really lovely, I have to say, because when you're in a wheelchair, people seem to think it's their right just to come up and lay hands on you, whether you want it or not. And it can get a bit much. So the fact that he said, can I pray for you? Hey, it was a bonus in my eyes. So I like this guy. He actually asks. He doesn't just plonk his hand on you. But he was so humble, so gentle, just completely unassuming. Didn't feel any, because let's face it, there would be people that say, no, you're all right. But I don't feel anything apart from Jesus from him. So I said, yes, sure. And in my head, I'm thinking, what have I got to lose? What have I got to lose? You never know. This may actually happen. He put his hand on my shoulder and just said, in the name of Jesus, be healed. And to be honest, after that, I don't remember very much. I know I was laughing, I was crying, I was roasting hot, my whole body was on fire. And I felt something I've never felt before in all the years I've been prayed for. A real weightiness of the Lord that fell on me. And I couldn't move, I couldn't lift my head up. Now there's loads I could say about it, but I just knew God was at work. I knew there was something happening. So that was on, I think, the Sunday, so that would be the 3rd of November. And I have had no joint pain since then. The man's name is a man called Ian. He was called a man called Ian. At the time I didn't know who he was. But you know, Ian didn't bring my healing. Ian was the instrument that God used. God healed me. You know, Ian just had to listen and to pay attention and to go where God sent him. I've now learned the man's called Ian Andrews. He's got a massive healing ministry. That just made me laugh. Because I would not have guessed that, the way he was talking and how humble he was. But I can't reiterate enough. Jesus healed me. I have my legs back. I am on the journey to complete healing. I'm really fatigued. I don't know what's happening. My brain is very confused. But my legs work. They work. I'm trying not to go too crazy and build up my strength slowly because, there's a lot of muscle wastage there from being in the wheelchair so long. But my legs work, guys. They work. I walk pain-free. What more can I say? Our God is an awesome God. And he does work miracles, even today. I can see that this is much longer than my usual videos, but there was a lot to say. So if you reached this far, thank you, and have an amazing day. Bye.